hang up because I I like so beautiful. I was like,
hey, and he makes good money now.
Wow, I made a new best friend today. Fantastic.
Thanks. It was bomb today. This morning.
I don't want to go that far.
She said it out loud, don't worry, in front of all of first grade. They look at her like she's crazy because they're freshmen.
Freshmen, who are they?
The whole class.
I'm like, it's encouraging.
Yeah, but okay, okay, so I was like I was next to her at the door. I was like, hi guys, like have a great day. And they just like,
yeah.
So I was like, wow.
They got an attitude.
No, they don't. They're just they're a little shy and scared because they think Jason's their best friend. Don't worry, because he talks to them all the time. He plays video games with some of them online. He's like, I'll text you when I'm online. He's like, okay.
That's cool.
There you.
That's cool.
Why is it coming out?
It's a little sad. I look at you last year, like, oh yeah, like you're a year older, but they're freshmen.
They're freshmen. No, they're not scared of Jason anymore. Like in the beginning, they didn't talk to him, but now they
They were
do.
scared of him, Jason.
It's because he's a freshman.
Thanks. I mean,
said
it is.
Jason.
When I was a freshman and I was a freshman
it's-
president, like every time we had the pep rally, you like yell and everything. I get so pissed everywhere. I'm like, come on, get up! Like, start saying something.
Oh yeah, she would.
I was like,
I was
yeah.
like,
And then we won one time. I was like, yes.
Your class is pretty good when it comes to that stuff.
I know.
The next freshman class, no offense, sophomores, they're nicer.
Yeah.
They
They really are.
really are. They're a lot nicer than you guys were.
Not all of them.
But I mean, as a whole, like as a whole group, they're nicer.
Some of the upcoming stuff.
And their grades are actually
Oh,
better.
well,
about that.
You can't even
The
say
shade.
the whole freshman.
I said as a whole.
Towards me.
As a whole, yes.
How can you tell
This
us
is my
the
daily struggle.
Because I pulled grades for first semester for the reward trip.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
And when I pulled grades last year for first semester reward trip,
How many kids last?
Like 2.
What's that?
Like 2?
There's
No, I'm
like
kidding.
yeah,
30, 40 kids.
yeah, I also lowered last year's down to a lot lower GPA, whereas theirs was a 3.8 GPA, and I had 100 freshmen qualify.
Whoa.
So as an overall,
Where'd you guys go?
yeah. So just looking at the two, like that way, they are a little bit
Let's
higher.
see next year how they do.
Yeah, you can't scare them. They're scared, I promise.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I noticed that.
I'm making the flyers for the Eagle Pride Night.
Thank you.
If you want to come, just look at that. I'm just being a freshman. Just
And
being
I'm
a
like, posting.
I didn't want to be a senior.
Wait.
Yes, I do.
Freshman orientation, right?
Say it now.
Clubs and stuff. I was there. Like,
She's not talking freshman orientation,
Yeah.
because I run freshman orientation.
You did, right?
Yeah.
You did run that. You were like, who's this lady? She's trying to get us all hyped.
Yep, that was me.
Yeah, and you were screaming.
The short little lady walking around.
You were screaming like, hey, you get over here.
I remember my first night, I'm going kind of scary because you always yelling at them and stuff. I was just like, I had this one guy,
like-
Jose, he's like,
Was it Cadenas?
and yeah, that one.
underscore wrestling.
He was too nice.
He's super nice.
Just rolling.
He's a good kid.
You did.
Nah, he's alright.
But I can't remember that.
I remember like,
You better be ready.
I remember Sarah. Saw you.
I can say that. He's my cousin. I was like, something I came back with. I was like, why?
I don't. Did they ever break up?
Well, they like went through a break.
For how long? Does it doesn't seem long at all.
Because he was at a party. But he wasn't doing anything like bad. Like, and then my deal was like, well, he's allowed to go to parties. It's his college. Like, like he shouldn't be so stressed all the time. And she's like, no, he can't go anywhere. And then they went through a break, but then they're on again.
How do I find the missing angle of a right triangle.
This will leave the answer as a.
Stop guessing.
Oh, it's because we didn't have it. That whatever.
Equal 180.
She should check down.
Yeah.
Just stop. Watch your.
No, so stop guessing.
Yeah, I
Because I feel like a lot of times you see it in Avid tutorials, and then you come back and you're like, oh my god, it's so hard. And then I teach it, and you're like, oh, that was stupid. Like, it's not hard.
Just like the 45.
Yeah. Alright, inverse trig is used when the sides are given. Sorry, sides of a triangle are given. But you need to find the angle. Yeah, there's an inverse sign. What does the inverse sign look like? Who remembers? We did it when we did functions. What is inverse represented as? Negative what? Remember this? This was f of x, which is your function. This is f inverse of x. Remember when we wrote the negative 1? The negative 1 means what? Stop whining. The negative 1 just means what?
It goes down?
Maybe like fraction.
Stop. This is just the function notation. This is just inverse notation. This just means it's the inverse.
Didn't we do this last semester?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, let's look from the reverse.
Okay. Are you writing that down, sir? The negative 1 just means inverse. Do you understand that? You need to know that. That wasn't it all. But just know that negative 1 at the top means inverse. Because when you go to IM3 and they talk about inverse functions, well, guess what they're going to represent it with? The negative 1. Okay.
He said no after all.
We're going to look at sine inverse, cosine inverse, and tangent inverse. Understood. All right. You guys stress me out here. Examples, here we go. Find the missing angle and side. Let's talk really quick. When you did regular sine, cosine, and tangent, you used it to find a missing side, correct? Now you are using the inverse because you're working backwards. Now I have the sides, I want the angle. Do you understand? The only difference. So you're still going to set it up the same way. We're going to look for the measure of angle A, so I want to circle A because that's what I'm looking for. Let's still set up our chart, so we still have sine inverse of A, cosine inverse of A, tangent inverse of opposite hypotenuse, and opposite adjacent. Yes? Do you have a hypotenuse? No. Do you have opposite?
Yes.
What is it? Seriously, are they mowing the lawn right now? Adjacent is what? 20. 20.
Tangent of inverse trig.
Did you set up on your video?
Probably. I just think it's funny that they use the riding mower to mow that little piece of grass.
There's barely any grass there.
I know.
It's all dirt.
I think it's funny.
They have tons of stuff.
You mean a lawnmower?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Alright, tangent inverse of A is equal to, what is a fraction? 15 over 20. Get your calculator. Turn it on.
20 divided by 2.
No. Okay, look for sine, cosine, and tangent. Do you see them? Okay. Do you see the green part right above? Do you see how it has the inverse signs?
See.
Okay, hit second. Hit tangent. So it says tangent inverse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? See this little button right here? See it says n over d. What does n represent?
I don't have that.
Numerator, and d represents denominator. So, sorry, you don't have my calculator. Go ahead and put 15. Arrow down, go ahead and press 20. Arrow over, go ahead and close your parenthesis.
Okay, what do I do?
You have to use divide.
Oh, just
Let me see. Yeah, oh, here, I have one right here. Yeah, I think you just had. What's this one right here? Hold on. What is that button? 15. Oh, this is your fraction bar too. See? 15 divided by 20 is 3 over 4. Let me see if yours works. Tangent of 15. Yeah, it works. This right here, this these AB's thing, is a fraction bar.
So you press that first and then 15?
No. So you'll still do second and tangent. You'll do 15. You'll press that. Then you press 20.
Close the parentheses.
Close your parentheses. You have to do 15 divided by 20, hit equal, then second and tangent.
That's complicated.
No, she needs to know how to use it for when she goes home. Get that phone out of here.
Sorry, but
You gotta get in your order. You don't even know anything else.
well, that's true.
36.86, right?
Press equal 36.87. Yes?
Yes.
So the measure of angle A is approximately. Why are we approximating? Because we're rounding. 36.9 degrees. You must have degrees as an answer. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Are we good? Are there questions on calculators? I showed how to use this one. I showed how to use this one.
That's easy.
Sarah, I told you how to use it. We good?
Oh, dude. Okay, just do 15.
Question? Okay, then I said also find the missing side. So what side are we finding? Bless you.
The hypotenuse.
The hypotenuse. I'm looking for the hypotenuse. So go ahead and find the hypotenuse. What formula do we use to find the hypotenuse?
The fx. The inverse.
There's no 2's. There's more of a square. But we don't do a squared plus b squared. We say c squared equals a squared plus b squared. What side are we looking for? C, which is x squared, equals what's A?
20.
Sure, what's B? Sure, I did it backwards, but does it matter? Nope. Bless you.
We're just finding the
What is 15 squared? 2. 2. 225. There's a squared button on my calculator. Did you find it? The squared button is located right here. Or this right here is also the exponent. Yes? If you have this calculator right now, this is squared, but this is any power. All right, so 225 plus what? 400, which is, and that's a perfect square. You should know that. Bless you. Is it equal or approximately?
No, it's equal to.
It's equal to. Equal to what? Good. Questions? Comment? Yes. Because I said you had to find the missing side and the missing angle. So in order to find the missing side, we use Pythagorean theorem.
Wow.
Good? Okay. Next example. It's going to be a little bit longer.
25, right? Exactly.
What?
It's exactly equals 25, right?
Yeah. Example B says solve the triangle. The right triangle, sorry. Now if we're solving the right triangle, how many sides to a right triangle? How many? 3 sides. How many angles? 3 angles. So I must have all 6 answers. Do you understand? Here's angle A, angle B, and angle C. 15 and 9. Alright, so before we actually start, let's name the 3 sides. What 3 sides do we have? We have side A, B, we have side B, C, and then we have side C, A. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, what angles do we have? No, the measure of angle A, the measure of angle B, and the measure of angle C. Are you okay? All I did was list what is here. Got it? Okay, fill in what you know. What is the measure of side AB? Do you know? No. BC? What is it? CA? Good. Angle A, do you know?
No.
Angle B? What is it? Degrees. Angle C? I don't know. I must find the other 3 pieces. Do you understand? All right. What do you want to do first?
AB.
Want to find side AB? All right. So what do I do to find side AB?
You do
C squared.
C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So what's C squared?
15.
Good. Equals
9.
plus?
Okay.
Yep. What's 15 squared?
2.
What's 9 squared?
81.
Good. Now what?
Find subtracting 1 on both sides.
Which is? $144?
Yeah.
Yeah? No. I did that in my head, I don't know.
Yes.
Square root both sides. So x equals what? Good. Okay. Was that hard? Oh, okay. Now what? Find an angle. Which angle do you want to find? A?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's circle A. So we're going to say sine inverse of angle A, cosine inverse of angle A, and tangent inverse of angle A. Fill in my chart. Opposite hypotenuse, adjacent hypotenuse, opposite adjacent. Yes? This part is really not new. What is your hypotenuse? Okay. Oops. Do I have opposite or do I have adjacent?
Opposite.
You have opposite. What's your opposite? So what am I solving?
Sine.
Sine or sine inverse?
Sine inverse. Don't you have adjacent now?
No. How do I have adjacent?
You're looking at the A.
I'm looking at angle A.
That was because, no. Thinking about sine because there's a big adjacent.
What's your question?
Since we found.
I never use what I find.
No,
Why?
because it wasn't new.
What's the rule? If you use something you found and you found it wrong, then everything else is wrong. So I never use what I find, because let's just pretend I did something wrong. Or if I got this as a decimal, let's say it's 12.6. Do you want to use 12.6 if you rounded it? No. You never use what you find. You use what you're given. What's the measure of angle A approximately?
36.9.
36.9. Is it approximation? Yes. Did you hear? You never use what what you find. You always use what you're given. Got it? Okay. We're going to find angle C. What do you want to do? Okay, same thing. Now we're using angle C. Oops. So up at the top, I'm going to circle angle C so it's different. So do I still have hypotenuse?
Yeah.
Do I have opposite? What's your adjacent?
No.
Good. So what am I using? Cosine inverse. What do you got? 53.1? Mm-hmm. Oops, too far. Right there. Other questions? Listen very carefully. This is what's going to happen. In the first 8 questions, you're going to find the missing angle. Go ahead and call it angle A. Understood? 7 and 8, though, I want you to do all of this. That's only 2 questions. Do you understand? So for 2 questions, you're going to do all 3 sides, all 3 angles. So go, oops, all 3 sides, all 3 angles. So it's going to look like this as your answer for 7 and 8. Got it? Then the next 4 questions are special right triangles, which you should know. And then that's it. We good? So only 7 and 8 do you have to do all of this. Otherwise, you only have to find the missing angle. Got it? What are you going to call the missing angle? Angle what? Angle A. Welcome. Welcome. There's extras back there, I know that. So look at all 1 through 8, you're finding the missing angle, which is angle A. 7 and 8, you're doing all 3 sides, all 3 angles. 9 through 12 is just special right triangles. Got it? Are we good? Questions? All right, you have the rest of the period to work.